Warning, this show is not for the serious or sensitive individual. I repeat, this show is not for the sensitive or serious individual.
In other words, if you sensitive, do you a favor, definitely do me a favor, and get the fuck from around here, player. Yeah.
There goes the neighbor. There goes the neighborhood. There goes the neighbor. There goes the neighborhood.
Yes, y'all. Welcome y'all to another episode of There Goes the Neighborhood. We are back in the building, people. We are back, and it feels great to be back. As you guys can see, it's been a while. You guys can see, I had to rearrange a few things and make it do what it do. I wanted to give a little more time for people to start getting in, as obviously now I have to kind of post everywhere so people are aware of the show, people that are not used to the platform being on YouTube. So, we're going to say what's up to a few people that's in the building right now and wait for the numbers to come up a little bit so we could begin this show rocking and rolling. Missed you people. Missed y'all. So let's say what's up. I see Victor in the building. My boy Wani Twin up in the building. Maggie, what's up? Jen, what's up? Let's see who we got here. Got my mama in the building. Mama, I love you. I see you there. I know my baby girl's watching. She's not feeling too well. Hope you feel better, honey girl. We got the dream girl, Cynthia. We got my brother Gennaro up in the building. Jay Allums in the building. Venus in the building. Wilma, what's up? We got Freddie Fred. Of course, you're always in the building. Sue, what's up? Nubia, John. Appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate it. Sally Sab, what's up? I appreciate you. Fred the Gods, what's up? We got John Doe in the building. John, what it do, my brother? Oh, man. Listen, people, we rocking and rolling. We getting it going. I'm trying to just get everybody. Alihio in the building. What's up, my brother? Chris, what's up? Appreciate everybody hopping in. We getting it going. Look like people are in the building. Like people coming in the building. Appreciate it. Oh man, where do I start? As you guys can see, I'm out of breath because I'm like excited. This is the first time I've had like some butterflies in a while. I haven't had butterflies in a while, and it felt good. I was excited to get back out here, get back with people, and I'm glad that we're here and got a lot of things to talk to you. But before I do that, let me bring my partner in crime up in the building. We got Miss Carpet in the building. Let me bring Miss Carpet. What's up?
Hey guys.
What's going on?
Not much.
Oh shit!
I'm
I
happy to be back.
see you got some futuristic shit going on there. I see that.
Listen,
I see what you're doing.
eventually I'll kind of get things situated where I'm a little bit more professional.
Damn, you're good where you at. So what's going on? How you been? How's everything?
Yeah, I'm all right. Everything is everything.
I hear that. I'm trying now. I gotta remember. Is it top or bottom? Pause. Don't get no thoughts, people. Okay. Oh, bottom is where I got to go to see the comments. This got me confused. I'm not used to the platform, so I got to get used to the platform here. So, ladies and gentlemen, being here, I wanted to discuss a few things. I know there's a lot of new people that are watching the show for the first time. So for those people, I just really wanted to let you guys know what it is that we do. And I did this show because I really want to just give people a break during the week, right? We see enough craziness and nonsense, and it's like we don't need, for this hour and change, whatever it is. I want to change the narrative. I want to bring energy to people. I want to bring love. I want to bring light. I want to bring laughter, man. And for me, this is why I do this, and this is what it is. So, it's not that we don't touch on tough topics. It's just we do that enough in life. So for this time, it's like let's enjoy. Let's talk about some stuff that we could enlighten ourselves with, laugh about, and truly just learn. This has been my learning platform. I've learned something new every week, and it's been so dope. I love the thought of having an open mind. And if there's one thing, I hope people choose to end up getting from the show, it's just, even if I'm able to open your mind up a little bit to the possibilities of life, of what everything of what anything can be. Quick shout out, my brother Anthony Mangini in the building. Joe Capolini, what's up, Cap? Up in the building. So for me, it's super important to bring that energy, to bring that, and that's why when I said, back on that beautiful vibe, I want the people to understand this was something that me and Miss Carpet were just gonna kind of get together and bring that energy back to y'all. We've been missing for
Mhm.
some time. And for those of you who've been around, you guys know where we started and where we are now. And for those who have been there, they you guys know we've tackled some craziness. We've had some fun. We've done some borderline get locked up type of material. No, I'm kidding. It hasn't been
Wow.
that serious, but we've done
Exaggerate
some stuff
much?
that could be uncomfortable for a lot of people, I would say. Right. But anyway, what would you like to say to the people? Let me before I move on to the show. Anything that you would like to say? I know you haven't. I know for a fact, man. Jeannie's been missing you. That I know.
Has he? What's up, Mangini? Is he here right now? Is he in the room?
Yeah, he's in the building.
What's up? Okay, I'm trying to figure out where am I seeing the comments.
It's the same thing as before.
No, but hold on. Okay, that's why, because I need to click.
There you go.
All right.
DJ Mike Torres in the building. What's up, my brother?
Okay, I'm not going to get distracted by all the comments right now, but
there we go. Starting off already.
forgot about that.
Nicole be in the building. What's up, Nick? So anyway, listen, I want to for you guys to understand what we're doing now. Like, I've this show has become known for some of its craziness, right? Fun titles that we enjoy, and also a lot of the interviews that we've had the pleasure of having some amazing people on here. This season I really wanted to do things differently, and in order for my own growth, I want to have more conversation with people. And sometimes it's difficult because when I'm on here and I'm reading the comments, it's tough to, stay in tune with the conversation at the same time try to read the comments. As Ms. Carpet knows, how many times have I asked her a question and she's reading the comments? A million times. I'm guilty too. I'm over here talking trash, but I'm guilty
I
of
mean,
it
it's
too.
hard to not.
Yeah. So, when I have certain guests, we're gonna have a lot of guests that I'm gonna be speaking with one-on-one, and then Miss Carpet will be in charge of the comment section, so that way I can stay off of it. She'll be on there, so whatever type of sexual harassment you guys in the chat are gonna bring to her, then let Mangini do what he has to do, because I know
Right.
he already is talking about all the things that's gonna happen with them getting pregnant. What is it, Mangini? You're gonna get pregnant? Something? I forget all the titles there.
Oh, wow. That's a lot. Okay. I should back up.
Blazer One in the building. What's up, my brother? Hashtag the dream team is in the building. What it do? What it do? What it do? So I want to start by saying this. In life, we need to have goals, and setting up our goals to be higher than high is important. And I say that because for myself, I've been one to set up a goal and go and achieve that goal, and then say to myself, damn, I should have been reaching for that up there. Like, why was I just going for this?
Mhm.
And I think it's important when you're going out there and you have something, a passion, a desire that you want in your life, set your plan. Go get it, but don't go for that. Go for the next level up. Because if you fall into that space, then you know what? You just got your goal and plus some more. And be careful who you tell your plans to, because when you tell your plans, and I mean them from everyone, it could be mom, dad, brother, sister. Don't give anybody the opportunity to knock you down from your dream. They're gonna try to knock you back to reality. Why live in reality? I like to live in the dream. And I just want to say that to everybody out there, because I think we get so caught up in being afraid of doing things in life because we're told, oh, you gotta have a job to do this, and you gotta make money for this, and which is, no, obviously it's all true and facts. But I think at the same time, we disregard the dreams a person might have. We disregard the possibilities that are out there for us. And I just think it's very, very important that we start to break that cycle of feeling like we must work a 9 to 5, or our kids have to go to college to get the degree. um no, let our kids decide their lives. We guide them, obviously, we're going to guide them.
I should
But
hope.
yeah, yeah, we would hope. But at the same time, push their dream. Allow them to live in their dream, because the dream can happen. It will happen if you put the work to it. The work has to be done, and it has to be done in silence, like I said, because the more people that hear about it, the more it's going to get knocked down. So I just wanted to touch on that real quick. It was something that was on my mind, and I wanted to say that to set the tone of having that beautiful mindset. Jen, what's up? I think I said what's up to you, right? Maybe I'm not sure, but I'm saying it again because you deserve it. We got Tina in the building. What's up, Tina? Jeanette, what's up? We got Rob, what to do? I guess now. Hold up. We got someone using their kids' YouTube.
What?
I think it's time to get Missy. I think it's time to get you on YouTube, Missy. What we doing here? What are we doing here? But yeah, so what we're gonna do to have some fun, right? I obviously we're gonna have some deep conversations. Next week, when we start these conversations, I have a amazing guest that's gonna be on hand with me, who I'm looking forward to speaking to. His name is Steve Maraboli. If you guys don't know him, look him up on Instagram. He's a speaker, author, athlete, veteran. He's just full of knowledge and passion and fuel, and just I'm so looking for. This is probably the episode I've looked forward to most since I started this, and I can't wait to have him on and have a conversation with him. It's going to be dope, and that's going to be next week. So, but before we get to that, we're going to get into some recaps of things that have happened in this first few seasons of There Goes the Neighborhood. And it's just like notes. I was writing down a lot of notes, some fun things just to kind of throw back out to everyone, because I know a lot of people forgot certain things. I know Miss Carpet forgot some things, and that's why I said this could be some fun.
Okay.
And to start these fun questions, I'm gonna ask if you remember. I hope you did your homework here.
Who?
You.
You didn't give me any homework.
Well, I didn't give you homework, but I hope you were studying the shows as we went. Did you ever watch them back ever?
Completely? No.
No. Okay, yeah, I didn't either. I don't like watching them back. But let's see how good your memory is. How about that?
Oh,
okay. And this is for everybody in the chat. And don't start getting your phones out and trying to, look it up on Chat GPT and all that right away. Okay. First question that we went through on one of the previous episodes. When was the clitoris discovered? Let's go. Who remembers that?
When? You mean what year?
What year was the clitoris discovered? Women, gotta know this.
Ages ago. I don't remember the year though.
I think guess you remember.
I don't remember the guess. What was it? I have no idea. Does anybody remember?
I doubt it. 1559.
Well,
I definitely wouldn't remember.
I was gonna say 1800s,
okay,
but
way before that, 1559. Okay. So again, for those of you that are in here that are new to the show, just if you watched previous episodes that we've done, I mean, we've tackled everything from sex to relationships to why someone cheats to why someone goes ghost. We've tackled a lot, right? So it's fun. It was fun for me to look back and check all my notes and kind of just look into everything. I was like, wow,
yeah,
I forgot this, I forgot that. And I was like, you know what? that's where we're gonna go. Mike Torres says, what did they do before that?
What did they do before what? Before they discovered what it
They
was?
discovered the clip. Yeah, I guess I don't know. I guess they were just some people got lucky. It was like, wow, I like that right there. Continue. Don't stop there. Keep it going.
Oh.
All right, I got another question. Question number 2. Hold on, where is it? I think I lost it. Okay. When was the first butt implant done? The first booty implant.
Hell if I know. The first was it like in the 50s,
Um,
60s?
yeah.
Don't tell me it was before 1900.
No, it was not before 1900.
So 1951.
All right, not too far off. Wow, you guys are way off. 2016, man. Genie. The first
Now,
butt implant was done in 1969 by Dr. R.J. Bartels. 1969, they were doing ass implants. Like,
yeah, but
does-
it wasn't a thing until like around about 2000, especially here in the States, is when it started becoming popular with butt implants. It was around that time.
yeah. Gennaro said we're asking surgically, right? Yeah. I mean, listen, who knows how people were trying to stuff their butts. I don't doubt any type of procedures that could have possibly been done back then. Corey, what's up, Corey? Up in the building. With that said, before we go further, also just we we've had some things that we had some things that I was working on, and people were hitting me up about the dare to meditate. So that was something that I spoke about in previous episode that I said I was going to do. I did get delayed on it. Reason I got delayed is because there was some things that I truly wanted to start working on, in order to be able to do the best version of this meditation practice that I can. So it is in the process, of happening. Um, Let me just show. This is going to be it here. Dare to meditate, and all is going to be a simple 10-minute videos, that I'm going to have here on the YouTube channel, so that anytime you might feel overwhelmed with life, anxious, it's just going to be something to listen to calm yourself, to relax your mind. And I'm just going to walk you through the process, because I feel like someone like myself, who I'm new into this myself, I'm fairly just learning it all. Um, I feel like that. Why not try to give you what I've got so far, and allow you to kind of walk through that beginning stage and process. Because hands down, it's been life changing for me. It's been something amazing for me, and I hope that the whole point of this here is to help people out there be able to experience life differently, see life differently, because life is what you make it to be. And you know, like they said, you can't change any problems, but you can change the way you look at that problem. And it's the best way to move forward. With that said, I also have the other one that's coming soon, which is their reflections, which is going to be something that I'm doing with my son. That will be, I think, next month. We'll be doing that, and that's going to be clips. And this is going to be good just for parents. I mean, parents that have difficulties speaking with their child. This is what I'm doing this one for, because I want this to have an impact on relationships, where certain things that you might want to ask, and I'm going to start taking questions on this particular their reflections, because I know there were some parents that reached out that had questions, and I thought it was be a good idea to maybe take questions that maybe some parents aren't comfortable with asking their child, and maybe I can go over that with my son and see what's his take on it, how he feels about it, and just give us a little more insight to some of the things that we do well and some of the things we don't do well. So yeah, um, you know, Man, Ginny, question. How many fingers does Blazer have on his left hand?
Is this like an inside joke or something?
I have no idea. I'm out the loop on that one, but but I'm pretty sure it must be. So I have a question for you.
I may have an
In
answer.
in, in pursuit
Hmm.
of the positive experiences of life,
Hmm.
what would be your advice to people that are looking to get the most positive experiences out of life?
How would one go about like achieving,
Yeah.
reaching those positive goals,
Mhm.
or taking positive things out of something?
You as just a person that all right, a person that's struggling. Let's say a person that's struggling in life.
Mhm.
Cards haven't been dealt in their favor.
Yes.
What advice would you give that person in order for them to start to be able to get to a space of positive experiences in life?
Well, depending on their circumstance, you can have the fuck everything, fuck everyone attitude. Like, I have to focus on myself and just, you know, be strong headed and strong willed to move forward and succeed. But at the same time, it's not easy for everybody to do that. I think that we kind of have to learn to let go of
Mhm,
certain things, not everything,
mhm,
because some things are unforgivable for some people, depending on what it is. But we have to be able to let things go in order to move forward, to
mhm.
allow things to come into your arms, basically, for you to embrace. So if you're kind of always like this and you're always having a wall up around you and you're not letting anyone or anything in, it's going to be hard to expect anything positive to come out of that.
Facts. I like that. That is true. You have to be able to, I mean, letting go. I mean, I think that's
You have to be able to let go of certain things,
mhm,
and fear being one of them, resentment, anger. You have to be able to forgive. There are a handful of things that honestly in life may not be forgivable, and which is quite understandable. But again, it just really depends on the person and their whole situation. But I think it just like forgiving and letting things go. You can't live too much in the past.
I agree with you. I'll say that like I was reading something from oh my god, I forget the guy's name now, and I didn't write it down. But he discusses how in order to live in our light,
Mhm,
we have to live in our shadow. We have to go through our shadows.
mhm.
And his point of that is that for the majority of us, we we're afraid to face who we truly are. Uh,
Mhm.
and I would say probably most of the people out there live being someone that they're not truly are. Um, and I say that because and I'm talking about you have people that put on this 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 charade of life, and
Which is a lot of people.
yeah, a lot of people. And if you take that away, if you take that part of away, right, just for a minute, everybody that's listening, I would love for y'all to just listen and do this one little thing. Take that thought of what I just said as far as who you are in your life right now, the person you are, not not the person that you show your parents or the person you show your partner or your kids, the person that you truly are. And ask yourself, in that essence of who you truly are, because that's who you are, right? The person you are is not the person you show the world. There's someone else in there. The majority of the people I would say that are probably not truly living as who they really are. They're truly bending to fit in wherever it might be. It could be in their marriage, it could be again, with their children, it could be with their parents, it could be with friends. But in that essence of who you are, you know who you are. You can't, that part you can't take away. So you can pretend to be whoever you want to be in life, and you can live your life that way. But the true essence of who you are, you know who you are. When you look at yourself in the mirror and you have those conversations with yourself, you know the things you do right, the things you do wrong. With that said, when we speak about going through your shadows in order to get to your light, the shadows is everything else that you're portraying, right? The light is who your essence, is who you are. So go through those shadows. Take all those shadows on. Be all that. Not saying it's wrong. None of that is wrong. Go through everything you need to go through. And eventually you're going to see the happiness or the sadness. One of the two are going to come out, right? It's only when you're in your true essence that you're going to be truly at peace, truly happy within yourself. But in the meantime, you might be struggling. And just to be clear, it's not that the shadows are just the personalities that you throw out. The shadows are also, we might have issues with alcohol. We might have issues with drugs. We might have issues with eating too much. We might
Everybody
have,
has some kind of an issue with something.
yeah. Mhm. And those are all part of our shadows. So it's taking on all that, being truthful and honest with ourselves and saying, okay, this is a part of me. Okay. It's not the good part or the healthy part, but it is a part of me.
We just have to also accept who we are.
Mhm.
A lot of people don't accept themselves for what they are, who they are, how they look, what they have, what they don't have. And I think that that's where a lot of things just start getting, a little effed up just all the way around, because, this one's trying to keep up with this person, this one, priorities in life, the things that everybody does or things that people have, it just makes some people feel a certain way. And it's just like, okay, can we just take a second, step back, take a deep breath, do a little reflecting, and that's it. Like, it doesn't matter. All of these things are irrelevant because when we die, we're not going to take anything with us, nothing.
Mhm.
So all these things don't matter. But it's just, I think you just have to really accept yourself, who you are first. But you have to know who you are.
Yep. Like I said, shadow work is fucking hard, but you have to go through it to get through it.
Of course.
And that is the truth. That is the truth. Mike, I don't deviate far from who I am. I try to maintain and stay true to the integrity of who I am. Shadows to me are the negatives in life. And I agree, right? But I think we all adapt to environments, which we should. But it
We
doesn't
have
mean you change who you are, right? And I think that's a big part of what we do here. I speak about love, light, laughter. I want to have fun. I want to see people with great energy. But at the same time, I have a little person on the show talking about her sexual experiences. Okay, I don't see nothing wrong with that. We're having a good time. It's I treat everyone the same. Everyone's gonna get that same love. Everyone's gonna get the same craziness. But at the end of the day, it's like, you like, for me personally, I try to remain who I am. And there's certain situations where at times, let's say I'm in a room full of suits, and now it's like, okay, I got to tone it back a little bit. I can't be as crazy as I like to be, and have my comments that I'll make. But even in that space, I'm gonna crack some jokes. I'm gonna have a little fun with it.
Yeah, but you'll also know and be well aware of your surroundings and the people around you as to what you should or should not say. Correct?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Although you'll still be yourself.
Yeah, but that was still a learning process. Like, it wasn't like I was always that, because there was times where I would actually change a lot and truly, I guess, be someone who I'm really not, because you're just trying to fit in, especially if you're in the business world, right? It was like I didn't feel like I fit in to that world because I come from the hood. I come from Brooklyn. Here I am in suits. I'm going to business meetings around the country, and I'm like, I didn't feel comfortable because I didn't feel like that was me. I'm like, this is not really me. But then as you learn and you start to grow a little bit, and it's like, wait, I can still be me and
Wear
have
a suit.
fun. You know, I could still be a suit, and you start to understand, and you start to see how just because I might, you know, where when they used to all like, you know, uh, the suit people, they all would call me the rapper. That's what I was known as, the rapper, because I'll be in there, have my suit on, I'm still rhyming, and I'm creating music and I'm rapping. So it's like, oh, there's the rapper, you know, and I learned to embrace that, right? Where some people will be like, oh, why are they saying that? Isn't that, you know, is that racist, or, you know, however you want to call it? Nah, you know what? That's who I was showing them. That's who I am, and they embraced it and had fun with it themselves. So we were able to go back and forth. And now I can crack a joke back. Like, hey, what's up, Tom? What's going on, buddy? Bet your ass. Right? We can have a little fun with it. And now you create those relationships with people where it's like, just because we come from two different places, don't mean we can't have a beautiful connection, having a good time together. But it's work. You know, like I said, it's not that that it's easy, but it's just working through all those little shadows of our life to be able to get to that space of peace, happiness, and just being, you know, genuinely happy with the person you are, or at least being happy with the person you're headed to be, right? Because
Mhm.
like for me, that's how I feel. I feel like I'm heading in a direction that all I want to do is become a better person day by day. I'm gonna have my setbacks, but I'm
Which
always
is
gonna
to be
continue to try to
expected,
be
but you'll
better.
get there.
Yeah, be better and better. Okay.
Dom G, the Picasso of the bedroom.
Everybody was looking forward to that, I'm
I
sure.
don't even know. I
They
don't
were
know.
waiting for that.
It's like that ghost is back in the building.
All right.
I'm a little nervous
Jesus,
now.
please.
But anyway, moving on, I do have another question for you.
Mhm.
And this was a good one because I had a conversation about this
Mhm.
with my partner,
Okay.
and we were just, you know, I like to like I'll throw things at her just so we can get into thought. She knows how I am. She knows like I'll just be like, what do you think about this? And then I go deep into a conversation. We go back and forth with the conversation. So I said that which I think I've said this in a previous episode, but it wasn't like a topic or anything like that.
Okay.
But I've said that love is a selfish act. And it was, I think the best part of that is because when you hear that, and be honest right now, when you
Mhm.
hear me say love is a selfish act, what is your immediate thought to it?
My immediate thought to it was, what episode was that? That was my immediate thought. Wait, did we do an episode with that?
It was in one of the episodes.
Maybe I wasn't on that one with you.
Yeah, I
Was
think you
I?
were.
I don't know. My brain is like truly shot lately. But what do I think about it? I mean, is it selfish?
But I mean, just hearing me say that, and I would love to hear you guys in the chat. Just hearing me say that love. If I tell you love is a selfish act, and I mean it.
It can be.
What does that make you feel as soon as I say it?
I mean, I honestly, I don't really feel much about it. I've just like just the thought. I'm just like, okay, yeah, I can understand.
Okay.
I can see how that could be, and yes, it can be. I don't think that that's always the case, though.
Okay. Because
I mean, do you really think that it's a selfish act?
yeah, I mean, and I say that again because when I first heard it, and I first heard about this, and I said I couldn't wrap my head around it. But then I said to myself, after I heard the explanation to it, I said, you know what? I guess it is true, because love, the meaning of love, right? When you say love, love is something that is for you. So if you're loving somebody, in itself, it's a selfish act because the reason you're loving that person is because of how they make you feel, maybe what they do for you, maybe the love they give you, everything that they allow you to experience emotionally, physically, right? That is the reason you love them. So when you love someone, it's truly a selfish act because that's why you love. And
That's
when I
not
heard it,
the only reason, though.
I mean, why else would you love someone besides?
Are we talking about just relationship kind of love, like with a girlfriend or
Yeah,
a
I mean,
wife?
you can put it even to family members because even
No,
if his parents, whatever.
No, because what if I love someone in my family, but they're a fucking asshole? But I still love them. What am I getting out of it? How is that selfish?
Because, well, I mean, that one might be a little different. I mean, I don't think I can really answer that one because I guess
I'm just saying.
loving a family member, I just think when you love somebody,
Mhm,
for me personally, I
mhm,
love people because I love the energy they give me, right?
mhm.
I don't just somebody walks by and I just love them for
No,
no
but I'm
reason,
also,
right?
if I love you, right? Okay, like I'll take you for example. Like I love you. I've known you for God knows how many years and um whatever, but why does that make me selfish? How is that making me selfish? I'm not expecting or anticipating something in return for my love for you.
Mhm.
So,
Well, well, I mean, but at the same time, the reason you love me is because during that time,
mhm,
there we our relationship has
mhm,
become something that people wish they can have, right? You wish you can have a
mhm,
friend that you have from high school that you grow together and have a bond. Like
mhm,
that's at the end of the day, that's what you love. That's what we love because it's like, okay, you know what? That's your family. You're a family member. It's not like so in a sense, it's because the relationship you have with me,
mhm.
that's the reason you love me. You don't just love me because I'm Dom and you just happen to know me from school. I know a lot of people from high
That's not
school.
true. Who doesn't love you for just
I
you
mean,
being you?
that's definitely facts, but we don't want to talk about me because it's enough about me. Especially I've been dealing with a lot, especially when I'm going with Cynthia to the shows all the time now,
Mhm, mhm,
and I've felt very bad because it's like I'm constantly now all you hear in the crowd is everybody yelling, chanting my name, and she's about to come on to perform. So, it's like I feel a little bad when that happens because it's like, it's not about me, people. It's about Cynthia. She's the singer here. She's the celebrity. She's the star.
oh my
And it's like constant Dom G, Dom G. And it's like, all right, relax, people, relax.
wow.
Okay.
I want to do this for myself.
Babe, don't worry about it. I'm gonna put a stop to that. That shit ain't going down no more. I'm not gonna let the people do that no more. It's about you. All right. You're the star here.
She's only getting booked because of you.
But people think they slick because they're booking her when the reality is they know I'm gonna sell out the show.
Yeah,
So they book her knowing I'm gonna come, right?
they're really
A
coming to
lot of
see you.
that shit's coming to a stop, by the way, people. Okay, all those days are over. We're gonna move on from that.
Oh, you're too much.
Oh shit. Joanne in the building. Joanne, I am the legend. I'm a legend in my own right. I might not be the freestyle legend, but I'm a legend in my own right.
Yeah, that you are.
I hope we all legends in here. Everybody in this building is a legend in your own right. Joanne, definitely ain't nobody loving Suave like you. You got legendary love for Suave, 100%.
Yes, she does. I think she mentioned him in the chat.
Dom G who? Damn, can I live, Vic, man? I just wanted to live. That's all. I just wanted to feel famous for a minute. That was it. Just for 1 minute. I was in my glory. You just stripped me. You stripped me of my glory, man. Oh man. But yeah, so going back to that, the love is a selfish act. Um
I understand. I understand what you mean and what you're trying to say. I just don't necessarily agree with that. That's all.
mhm,
But I see where you're coming from.
okay. And I bring that up, right? Because again, like we've spoke about, I'm talking about being able to have an open mind to life,
Mhm,
to the world around you, because so many things change in this world. And we talk about how I feel, how I don't ever pretend to know anything. And I think the way I get through is just I say to myself, I know I don't know shit, and I know that anything is possible. And with that mindset, it's allowed me to just kind of know that there's endless possibilities of life.
Mhm.
I feel like, you know, I need to continuously tell myself that this could be anything. Like I can tell myself right now, I might have 40 people in the room with me right now. Maybe just not in this dimension, maybe in another dimension, but they're here with me. They're probably looking at me from where they're at through a veil. I don't know. Maybe because this human body is only five senses, it eliminates what I can actually feel and see. Who knows, right? So I do believe anything is possible in that sense.
Okay.
So, with that said, I don't want to get too far, of course. The the love being the selfish act, it's just when I've said that to people,
Mhm.
their first thought, they they relate selfish act into a negative term. They put that right away and they get defensive for it because they say selfish act. Selfish, selfish. And where I look at it now and I say, well, selfish is not a bad thing, right?
I
We
mean,
we we grew up in an environment in our culture, no matter what you were, right? That you would hear, don't be stingy, don't be selfish, don't be where selfish was ingrained into our minds to be something negative.
well, because don't you agree that a lot of times it typically is?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's absolutely um there's selfishness that is unexcusable. But
Mhm.
I think when you live life in a sense and you learn that it's okay to be selfish. You need to be selfish in life. And we've had this discussion before where, for me, I'm very selfish with my energy.
Mhm.
I don't give it to everyone.
Mhm.
And I try to show love to everyone. That whoever comes across my path, I try to show love. But there's that understanding people have to understand that just because I show you love, don't mean you're gonna be my best friend calling me every day, right? That's not the way I am. So you get some people that get upset. Some people like, oh, well, Dom doesn't pick up my calls, or he doesn't, answer my DMs, or whatever the case is.
Just take a
And
hint. He doesn't want to talk to you.
yeah, I mean, but bottom line is just I'm not saying you're a bad person. Not saying I don't even like you. It's just I'm not interested in using my energy to be involved with your energy. It's just the way I feel. I protect mine. I'm selfish with it, right? There's just a lot of things that I've grown to learn to understand that being selfish is super important in our lives. We have to be selfish with our energy, with our resources, with lots of things, because only when you allow yourself to have a energy of light and energy of love and energy of happiness can you exude to everyone else. You can't do that if you're throwing it here, throwing it there. And I've done that. I've been there. So I know this. I know this very well, because you drain yourself. And it's like, damn, where now if I'm uplifting myself because I'm being selfish and I'm just caring about me, now I'm in a space and I'm mentally ready to say, hey, let me help this person. Let me go do what I gotta do for that person. And that's such an important part of life that I think a lot of people have to understand and not go not start changing the way we think, because again, here in selfish act, love is a selfish act. You start to put selfish in a negative space, and that's not the case. You don't have to do that. Sometimes let's think outside the box. Let's put a whole different type of perspective into what it is that we're talking about, if that makes sense at all.
Yeah, it makes sense. I just think it's yet another thing that honestly you have to balance, and you have to kind of pick and choose, who you want to give your energy to, or your time, or your love, or whatever the case is. Some people are draining,
Mhm.
which is why you feel drained by certain people,
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
But that doesn't mean, stay selfish with everything and it's always about me, 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 I, and forget about everybody else, because you can't just, I mean, you shouldn't be just all about yourself.
Mhm.
That's not good either.
No.
So it's just finding that happy medium, just trying to balance things out. And yes, like if you're not in a good place, how can you help other people and give them what they need. But, you know, you got to figure out that balance.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Just want to give a couple of shout outs. See
Mhm.
Xenia in the building. What's up, Xenia? We got Miss JJ in the building. What's up, JJ? Faith is in the building. Got my cousin Rick in the building. What's up, cuzzo? Love you, buddy. Dana in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up, Athena? Yeah, let me see. I just want to get a couple
Mhm.
comments in here. That's insane. I know a few people that are that way. That shouldn't even happen at our age. We should all have boundaries and protect our energy. Yep, agreed. Totally agree. Now everyone deserves your time and energy. It's very important who you allow in your personal space.
Absolutely.
And it is. But it goes back to what you were saying too, right? You have to be careful with the walls as well.
Of
So
course.
it's you know, you just again, we're born with an intuition. We're born with that thing that tells us, okay, I don't mind this person being around. I don't mind speaking with this person. But the bottom line is you have to have the courage to be able to say, I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm good. I'm all right. Hey,
Mhm.
call you later.
Yeah.
Or you know what? In most cases, some people you just got to totally ignore. I mean, bottom line.
But that's not nice to do either.
No, I mean, listen, I'm talking about the bugaboos.
Okay.
There's some bugaboos out there that
Okay,
just
okay.
don't get the message.
I get it.
Like if I call somebody one time, they don't pick up, okay, maybe I'll try again later or the following day. I'll call again. They don't pick up again. Now that's it. My hands are tied. That tells me either they're super busy, got something
Mhm.
going on, or they just don't want to hear from me.
And
One of the
listen, and there shouldn't be any hard feelings. I mean, there are certain people that you meet in life, you know, and that you become close with and you're cool with, and even you can trust these people and you do a lot of things or whatever. And then boom, like 3 years later, it's like, hold on a second, what happened?
Yeah, no, it's
Right.
true.
And like you said, you know, it's happened to me over the years, like with a few different people. Honestly, I don't really care. I don't wish them anything bad or anything like that. It's just kind of like, all right, if I reached out to you, if it was always me trying to initiate something or check in, how are you doing? How are you feeling? This and that. Oh, and then I'll get a text message back periodically, or then it's just like radio silence. It's like, okay, well, all right. I wish you luck. Have a nice life. No hard feelings. If I run into you at some point, I'll say hello and I just keep it moving. That's all.
I agree.
Yeah.
Erica, what's up, Erica? In the building. We got Magda. What's up, Magda? Listen, and it goes back to you. Like you have to
Mhm.
take care of you. Like you can't worry about anything else. Worry about you. And the more confident you become in you, the easier the answers become to everything else that's out there. You know, it's like for me, listen, I haven't changed who I am. I walk in a room and my thing is I want to show love to as many people as I can because you know, you never know what with that one hello, with that one what's up, with that one laugh will do for a person's soul, you know, that might need it, right? So it's like I want to give that, but at the same time, you have to protect it as well because then you got, I'm sorry, you have some energy leeches
Of
out there that
course.
just, you know, and it's like sometimes and some of them, you know, for some people, and I don't want to say leeches like they're bad people because a lot of them
No,
aren't bad people.
some of
They
them don't
just
even realize that they're
yes,
that draining.
yes, yes. They're struggling with life, and it's like you know, but you're like, oh my god, you know, everybody knows that person that you just look at and you say,
Mhm.
oh, please go that way, please go that way, like, please don't come over here, right? Then when you see
Messed
them,
up, but yes, I know what you
yeah,
mean.
and then they walk over and you start trying to have a conversation with the person next to you so that they don't interrupt you. That's the best thing. That's the best advice I can give you. But listen, yeah, again, it comes to protecting,
Yeah.
protecting, protecting, protecting. Uh, just want to we are
Mhm.
uh it, one of my notes that I had from last year where it says we are not taught to discover who we truly are. We live in a world of comparison. And again, one of those things that hit me deep again because I so understand it. I so feel that, right? It's like from when we were kids, we're
Mhm.
brought up again. We were talking about, you got to get a job, you got to do this, you got to go to school, you got to, And we do not allow our minds to get to a space where we can truly believe that anything is possible. When we are kids, right, we have such an imagination. We feel like we truly can do anything. Well, like I remember for me, I'll be in my room and shit,
Mhm.
I was every superhero you could possibly imagine. I was every wrestler that I could be. I'm jumping from bed to bed, flying elbows on my pillows, like,
And then you
you
came
know.
back to reality.
Yeah, like, and I had a great time. These are some of the
Mhm.
best times of my life that I spent by myself. Like, I truly enjoyed it. Like, my brother would tell you, I used to literally write up wrestling matches. I would write my own WrestleMania, all the matches, and I would act like every single wrestler, and I would fight my pillows and have the time of my life. I couldn't wait to get
Mhm.
home just to finish my wrestling matches. Like,
Yeah.
the things that we do when we're young, and again, it's because obviously we haven't been molded by society. They say society sets who you are going to be by the age of 35, and that's what ends up happening, is that we become a product of our environment. By the time we're 35, we are what we have surrounded ourselves with, what we have
Not
learned.
for everyone, but
Uh-huh.
yes, I said I don't think that's the case for everyone, but I get what you're saying. It is true for a lot of people.
So it becomes like where you have to, it goes back to us being able to feel free to discover who we are and stop putting things like age, time, all that in the way. That all this stuff, and I'm gonna say it's an illusion, right? Obviously, a lot of people go, shit, my bones ain't no damn illusion. Shit, the way I feel right now ain't no illusion. But yes, we know all that. We know all that.
Oh.
But the illusion is feeling like something can't be done while we're still breathing air. And I believe we still are, like when I was telling you earlier, right?
Mhm.
There was a guy who he's a physicist, and a little girl asked him, why don't we experience time when we're sleeping? So this goes back, and this is deep thought, people, deep thought. Okay, so before y'all jump on me and be like, "The hell you talking about?" Whatever the case is, like Miss Carpenter
Yeah,
did
it's
earlier to
really
me.
deep thought.
But it's just to get the mind thinking, right? Um, if for those of you that follow physics or quantum physics, and there's a lot of physics that they believe that time is linear, meaning that there is no past, there is no future. Everything happens at once. That's quantum. That's what quantum physics is. Very deep. I'm still trying to learn it. But quantum physics believe in everything happens at once, the past, present, future. So the guy tells the little girl, okay, why don't we experience time in a dream? He goes, let me explain it this way. The now, we all know what the now is, right? Now is now. So our past, let's make believe the past is a unlimited space going backwards, an endless past. Then you have a endless future, right?
Okay.
In between that, that's what we call time, right? In between that past and that future is what we call time now.
Okay.
So he tells the little girl, he goes, has anyone has he's like, can you just step out of the now and go into the past? Uh, and the little,
Physically?
yeah. Mhm.
Mhm.
So the little girl says, no, that's impossible. So he goes, understand when I say, he goes, what about, can you go back to the breakfast you had this morning? And now he says, I'm not talking about the thought. I'm not talking about you thinking about that breakfast, because if you're thinking about it, you're in the now, right? So if you're thinking about the breakfast you had, you're still in the now.
Okay.
He goes, so how do we know that there's a such thing as the past? Has anybody ever went to that past? Has anybody ever went to that future? In order for something to exist, we have to experience it. So how do we say, how I need to hear this after an edible.
Yeah, maybe like 2.
So, the explanation of it is just saying that if there is no past, how can we say there is? What if all there's ever been is now? Right? So now you start to say to yourself, well, I know I lived in the past. I've done this, I've done that, I've done that. Okay. But who's to say that all we are, our minds, is nothing but a movie role? Well, what if this is just a play that's playing, but it's been playing in and now the whole time. So we've seen ourselves from kids growing into adults. We've been in this movie, to say the least.
So when did
Where
that happen? That happened now?
everything happens in the now. So it's
But
almost
but never when you were a kid, which was in the past?
again, what's the past? How do you know
I
this?
mean, is this like okay, I'm not even
And
I'm not listen, I watched that video,
uh-huh,
okay?
yeah,
And ask me what my first impression was of him as soon as he opened his mouth.
I have no idea. What's
I
that?
was like, that's a fucking wackadoo. That's exactly what I thought. Now, because he reminded me also of Jordan Peterson a little bit, but
Yeah, mhm.
right.
Geniuses though.
No,
Guys are
no, forget
geniuses.
about it. Listen, with certain things, yeah, in their area of expertise, that's exactly what they may be. It
Mhm.
doesn't make them, the most intelligent people in the world or
No,
whatever, because you
no.
can be, you know, whatever you are in any area, whatever your industry is or your background. But, they're kind of a little wackadooish and a little off their rocker a little bit because, like, really, you're telling me that yesterday didn't happen? Really?
Let-
I mean, listen, time, what is time? Right? If we didn't
Well,
have
they
time,
say time doesn't exist.
but time does exist because we need time in order to communicate with people. It's a unit of measure, right? Like anything else. Like a calorie, what's a calorie? It's a unit of measure. They're joules. So, it goes all back to all these kind of things too. But you need that. We need that in order to communicate to each other. If they didn't have time in the past, how were you able to document anything? Like, how are you able to plan things? How are you able to schedule surgeries? How are you able to do anything if time wasn't a real thing?
Well, that's why and that's just the thought of
And
that's the
also,
process of having an open mind, because
and
you're thinking of it as the past is a space of time, where the reality is, again, like, well, I'm not saying reality because I don't know, but I'm just saying, what if the fact is all we truly are mere projections that are living in the now, that have been experiencing the human element, a human life, and all we only can remember but so much from when we were kids growing up. But in that process, that whole process that's happened, we were always in the now. We never experienced being a kid in a past. We never
I did. I
experienced
don't know
being
about you.
I'm what is the past then? Then what is the past?
The past,
What-
I mean, just now, what you just said, that was in the past because it just happened. I went to work yesterday. I worked yesterday. I went to the gym yesterday.
Yeah. But you're looking at it again
Uh-huh.
as time is space, when they say that there's no such thing as time.
I
That,
don't care
again,
what they say. Listen, I live in the real world. I live in reality. Like we go by
well,
time.
who's to say what
Look,
reality is?
like hold on. Like I know that I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So like you're telling me that time doesn't exist, but I have to get up at
When you're
4 o'clock.
sleeping, does time exist for you?
But does time exist? How would
Yeah.
time exist if we're sleeping? How do I
Because
know
that was
what
the
time
question
is?
from the girl that brought this all out, right?
But
A
she's
little
talking
young
to
girl.
a child, but he's talking to a child.
Okay. And the
And
little
what
young
he
girl
said,
asked that
and I
question.
listen, but I watched his video 3 times because I couldn't even get past it the first run. I couldn't even finish listening to him. But I gave it 2 more tries, and finally the third time I watched the whole thing from beginning to end. And like he reminds me of if somebody went in front of a room and put like 2 of the exact same things in front of your face, and they'll tell you, okay, well, which one is bigger, and then he'll take a poll of which one you think.
Mine,
Huh?
Oh,
You-
my bad. Never mind.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then he'll get different answers, right? And it'll be like, this thing. And then come to find out, you see how easily manipulated people are because they're both the same exact size.
Yeah. No, listen.
How
I mean,
easily your mind can be messed with. So
absolutely.
I get what you're
100%.
saying. Can I be open-minded and listen
Mhm.
to like different theories or
Yes.
or whatever? Yes, absolutely I can. But something like that, like telling me like time, like my past never existed, it's not a real thing. Like, what?
Well, no one's saying it never existed.
But you're
But
telling
I'm
me that it
saying,
happened in the now.
what if you just experienced it? It's kind of like
I
I said, if you put VR goggles on,
I
right?
have before.
And you can play a whole game and it feels like you flew all over the city, but you've been in one little space.
Uh-huh.
You have not left that space, but you have in those glasses, you've flown all over the place.
Yeah.
You've experienced so many things in one space. So that's what I'm saying. Why can't that be possible? That maybe that's what our brains truly is. What if our consciousness, all our consciousness is a development of the human life, and it allows us to go through this process, right? That's all I'm saying. I don't know.
Okay. I get what you're saying. Sometime, listening to him, a couple of things that he said, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I think we were listening to fucking Kamala Harris talk, a whole bunch of nothing, but like, I can listen to what you want to say, or even like listen to him, even though it was difficult just to hear it. I don't have to really believe in it, but I can listen to it. I am open-minded and I can listen to a lot of things from a lot of different people, but sometimes.
And that's just my point. It's just like I love to explore the possibilities, and I think the minute someone says no, that can't happen, this can't happen, that can't, and I feel like no, why put that type of signature on something? Like believe that anything's possible. If you can believe that anything's possible, then you can achieve anything in life. Anything. What are you laughing at?
I just scrolled up a little bit because I can't keep up with the comments. And Melissa's like, she ate a gummy. She should have never watched this show because she ate a gummy, and now we're messing with her eyes.
She's probably looking around. What's going on? Am I here? Am I here?
Oh God.
Shit. See, Vic understands time is an illusion. It might possibly be. But I think, before we go too far, of course, again, it was about having a beautiful mind. That's what the episode was, right? So for me, I just think part of that process is being able to keep an open mind to the possibilities of anything.
But do you even consider yourself to be a truly open-minded person? Most people that say that they are not. They're not truly open-minded. You're only open-minded to an extent, because there would probably be a few things that are going to be like, absolutely not.
I'm all right. Well, being they said it that way, no one's gonna put a finger in my butthole. That is off the table.
I mean, but why do you have to go to the butthole?
Because that's one of those things that's that's not possible. That's not happening.
Goes to the butthole, people.
So that's my example of that's not happening. So we I won't say that anything's possible. That's not possible. But even that's possible. Shit, I might be falling asleep and Sim might sneak up on me and put some Vaseline on her finger.
Oh, geez,
you never know. I don't know if she's that crazy.
If you're still watching, you should do that shit. Do it.
She might be that freaky. I don't know, honey. Don't do that. You will be missing a finger. You'll be grabbing the mics with 4 fingers from now on.
You're terrible.
You're my
Stop.
Shit. No, but yeah, like I said, man, again, people, we're here to have fun, laugh a little bit, but also it's just about being able to keep that open mind, because when you have an open mind, you're non-judgmental, right? So going back to what you just said, right? Okay, I have an open mind. I don't have an open mind to anybody's finger in my butt, right? That's off the table. But however, if a guy wants to argue to me and say, listen, man, You don't know what you're missing, man. The finger in the butt feels real good. I'm not gonna argue. I'm gonna say, okay, you know what? Maybe it does. It might feel fucking amazing. However,
You don't want to experience it.
I don't want to experience that
And
amazing.
that's fine.
You know, that's not part of my past, present, or future. It's not here. Okay,
But the past and the future don't exist.
we're not doing that. Okay.
Right.
However, to the point of it is that when you keep an open mind, you're less likely to be judgmental. And I think that's the key of it. It's just allowing yourself to be able to have that kind of open mind so that you don't fall in the trap of being judgmental and judging people. And I don't care what a person is into, what a person does, to each his own. I still love you the same. I don't care. Now, am I going to have my jokes? Can that be considered judging? Okay, maybe. But I'm doing it in a loving way where it's just going to be, it's fun. I'm not judging you as a human being, as a person. You do what the hell, whatever you do, whatever you love. Okay. I got friends that like fingers in the butthole. That's all good for them. Hey, you like it? That's on you. That's fine. But it's not for me. However, I'm not judging. And that's the point.
All right. He's not judging. Be open-minded. Just, listen, we kind of, a lot of times people, I think, are just used to, it's not everyone, but obviously we all know people that are like this. You stick around certain types of people, okay, or certain groups of people. It's kind of like you need to expose yourself to different things. It's like exposing yourself to, not exposing yourself physically, but like to different foods, different atmospheres, different cultures, different everything. You have to talk to different people, and allow for yourself to kind of embrace everyone's, what's the word I'm looking for? Everyone's differences, basically. That's all. What are you laughing at? Were they still talking about buttholes?
If I hear, you can't see the comment that I'm putting on the screen?
Oh, there, I see it now. Oh my God.
Well, listen, sorry. Yeah, that ain't happening, Mike. That ain't happening. Okay.
Well, you're the one that started the butthole talk, so let's switch it.
It's about having a beautiful mind. Okay. That's all. The point was the beautiful mind. Don't lose sight of what the point was, which is the beautiful mind. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, oh man, I think we're getting to the end of this, and I hope you guys understand. Like I said, we just wanted to come back and really bullshit a little bit. I didn't want to have too many things scripted for this episode. Just kind of wanted to really go back to certain things that we've discussed in the past, and I think at the end of the day, it was about getting back to that beautiful mindset. And for me, these are some of the things that I choose to do in my life to keep that, right. It's watching how much information I take in, catching myself when I'm judgmental, because I just because I said, I'm not a judgmental person doesn't mean at times I don't have my judgmental moments, because absolutely I do. But now I realize them, right? And I pick up on them and I say, all right, that's not what I want to do. And you've heard this before. I say it all the time. That's the biggest gift that my mother has given me in this life, and that's the lesson of being non-judgmental, because she is the most non-judgmental person I've ever met in my life. Like,
she's great.
She really doesn't care where you come from, what you've done. She will give you that same energy of love that she gives everyone. And to me, that was always one of the most powerful things I've ever got to experience in my life, because for me, it was something I want to be able to hopefully give that to my son one day. And I hope he feels that way as well, where he can look back at me and say, my dad never judged nobody, no matter what their situation was. And for me, it's big. However, doesn't mean I don't have my jokes, because I love me a good joke here and there. But I think that's part of life. You got to be able to laugh no matter what, at the good and the bad. It is what it is. Yeah, man, it feels good to be back, right? Don't it feel good to be back? It's been a while.
Definitely. I like your new background.
You like it? You like it? Listen, shout out to my man Jay Adams. He actually helped me out with my lighting here. I was trying to work a few things, and he gave me some tips. So I was working hard. Shout out to Sin because she was definitely helping me decor everything. And I'm like, I wanted that feeling of love, wanted that feeling of supernatural of, you see I got the little mushroom in the back, for being able to be in a whole different type of reality. That's what we do here. Yeah. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, don't forget next week we got Steve Maraboli. Can't wait to speak with this guy. If you haven't looked him up, look him up on Instagram. You'll see a lot of his quotes that he puts up there. Just really amazing inspiration. And he can give you that inspiration every day if you just check him out, read his quotes, put them into your daily life habits, and listen. Make that change, create that beautiful mindset. It's
Yeah.
possible for all of us. It's possible for everyone. Okay. And then you find the things that you're passionate about in life, right? No matter what it is. Listen, like I was talking with Miss Carpet. She's very passionate about a lot of things that's going on overseas right now with Pakistan, Israel, all that. She's putting her foot,
Palestine.
Palestine, excuse me. And she's actually out there and she's making a difference. She's being a part of her movements. And these are the things that you do in your life, right? You do the things that are going to give you that sense of appreciation, that sense of happiness, that sense of gratitude, everything. Go do it. Don't just talk about it. And also for those of you that don't know, and if you don't know, I don't know where the hell you've been, ladies and gentlemen, in about 20 something days, we are going to be on the original freestyle cruise leaving out of the port of Miami. You guys see the artists on the board. Listen, you want to talk about a party? We are going to have a party. Soul Train's going to be super dope. Can't wait for all the pictures on that. We'll put a little collage together and we'll throw them on here so people can see some. But that's sold out. If you missed that, we have January 26th, February 1st, which is only a year away, people. So you might have missed the last one, but in a year, we'll be taking the next one. And this is going to be super duper dope. Going to Jamaica, Mexico, and Grand Cayman Islands. You see the lineup: Sin, TKA, Rob Bass, George Lamont, Betty D, Judy Torres, Suave, C-Bank, Coro. We got George Anthony, Jenny Renee, Cynthia Figueroa, Willie Valentine, and Deneen in the building. But don't forget, the biggest celebrity of it all, Dom G, will be in the building. I mean, you're talking about
They're all coming to
A-list
see you.
celebrity that will be in the building alongside Mr. Sal Abatello, who will be hosting, alongside Mr. Speedy, that would also be hosting. And don't forget the amazing DJs, DJ Whiteboy KYS, Blazer One, DJ Scribble, and Tim Shelmer that will be in the building. Did I say that Dom G will be there? Oh, that's me. Never mind. I'm
Yeah.
thinking like I'm
Well, you know
speaking
they're
loud.
all going to see him anyway.
No, I mean, listen, I'm there because I want to make sure that this is a huge event. So, I mean, Sin is my lady, so I have to do her the favor of going to this event and making sure that it's the biggest event of all time. It's a big deal. It's really a big deal, people. Really, really a big deal. You get the opportunity to not only hang out with some of the artists that you might like, but you're gonna get to hang out with the host that you love. It's a big deal, people. Okay, so make sure you book it. Was I full of myself enough? Was that good? No, but all jokes aside, people, oh man, you can't like you're on a cruise ship with some of your favorite artists, hosts. You get to chill, like eating lunch together, dinner together, go party together, gamble together. You're on the beaches together. Like it's an experience like nothing else that you've ever had. So, book it. It's really not even that expensive. It's not even that expensive. People like I remember when I first booked, I thought it was gonna be an arm and a leg. When I heard the price, I was like, "What? That's it?" So, man, listen, you're gonna see what's gonna happen on this one coming up. So, once you see that,
Well,
if
I
that
won't, but
doesn't
I
make up
can't
your
wait
mind,
to hear the stories.
oh yeah, there'll be some great stories without a doubt. And that's about it, man. That's about it, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say thank you so much for you know welcoming us back. We're here. looking forward to what's going forward. It's going to be a process. I got to stick with the YouTube platform, and I really want to try to build this. So please subscribe if you haven't. Hit the like. Please also, if you don't mind, pass this
Sharing.
on your page.
Mhm.
Pass it to a friend. Let someone subscribe, because it's going to be a process for me to really start to build this one up. But I love the results so far, and I thank you guys so much. And till next week, we'll be rocking and rolling. Anything you'd like to say, Miss Carpet?
Um, okay, yeah, actually, I'll just take 2 minutes if you don't mind.
Absolutely. Go
Maybe not
ahead.
even 2 minutes.
The floor is yours.
Since you brought, I was gonna say something anyway, but I wanna actually thank a few people. I don't wanna, call out certain people
Yep.
specifically, but a few people did contact me. I'm not really big on social media. We all know this already. But I do have a few accounts on a few different platforms. So if anybody's in here that doesn't follow me, like on Twitter, I mean, not Twitter, I'm making a Twitter page. On Instagram, please follow me. Were reaching out to actually ask me how I was doing, what was going on. They say I've been doing a lot of stuff with Palestine. If nobody in this room knows, I am Palestinian American.
Yalla.
Yeah,
Right.
but regardless of if I was or was not, what's happening in Palestine is unacceptable, unforgivable, and please like, comment, repost, do stuff, whatever. If I'm posting or follow people, go to a protest, help out in any way, shape, or form. This is like the first time that an actual genocide is taking place in real time that we're seeing every day. And I know a lot of people are probably tired of seeing things or hearing about it or seeing our flags or our protests or blocking traffic, but they're humans, number one. It's our tax money, okay, our weapons that are going to do this. And it's not just in Palestine, okay? There are about 7 other genocides going on in the world right now. And we should all care and give a shit about what happens to everyone around the world, regardless of what their skin color is, what their ethnicity, their religion, and anything else. But I just wanted to thank the handful of people that did reach out to me. For asking how I was and how my family was. I don't even know how some of them knew about my background. But so I just want to say thank you.
That's right.
And also choose wisely where you spend your money. Look up BDS, it's boycott, divest, and sanction, and we choose where we spend our money. So for companies that support things like this is where you should opt to not spend your money, i.e., McDonald's, Starbucks, things like that, because they're very big supporters of things like this, specifically in Palestine. And even when you're choosing like electronics, cars, all that kind of stuff, think about everything that's happening in Congo. There's a genocide going on in Sudan. There's a lot of shit going on in this world. And I know everybody's trying to stay on a positive note, but we kind of have to submerge ourselves sometimes in some of the negativity in order to get to that place where we want to be.
Yeah, no, I agree. If you have to, it says some things that we are blind to, that we don't understand, and it's good to spread that information, because that's the only way things can change. And just like I talk about, change yourself and do things for yourself. Part of that sometimes is lending a hand and opening the eyes of others that might
Yeah.
be blind to a lot of the things that goes on.
Yeah.
So,
and this is nothing new. This has been happening. This is why my dad came here to this country, So it's been happening for decades, but not on this scale. So whenever you can, try to support, post, repost, like, do comments, because they're also doing a lot of shadow banning and, just completely banning people. And there's a lot of shady stuff going on.
That's right.
So anyway, that's it.
So yes, so now that we got the sad part over,
yes,
but it's necessary without a doubt. But again, guys, next week, again, don't forget, if you see her post, share it, put it out there, make people aware of things that are going on, and make super change of life. Change. Let's continue to enlighten the world, enlighten the person next to you, so that person could trickle it down and becomes a domino effect. Love, light, laughter, like always. And again, I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining us, Miss Carpet. I'll see you next week, ladies and
sounds
gentlemen.
good, darling. Bye,
Peace and
guys.
love.
Have a good night.
There goes the neighbor. There goes the neighborhood.